Boys and girls. So I can see the look in your eyes. I know that I mean, I was a young person once too. Okay, there's nothing you'd like to do more than derive another equation right now, right? I think so, right? You're like really into this, right? So here's what we've got. Shut up. So far, okay, we've got acceleration is v squared over r. We can plug that into F equals ma and get mv squared over r, right? So if they say what's the force needed to do that, there you go. Force of friction is mu times m times g on a level surface, right? And then if we set this equal, we can say the mass times the centripetal acceleration is mu times m times g. So there are problems where the car is going to go around the corner. That's what you do, is you just set centripetal force equal to friction force, okay? But now there is another thing that we need to do, and this is in terms of velocity and radius. Oftentimes, though, we need to know what the centripetal acceleration is based on the period of something's motion. Yes? Okay? Now, this is why, okay? How many people know how fast we are moving in our orbit around the sun?
900 miles an hour.
No, that's the rotation of the Earth. It's 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned around the sun that is the source of all our power. But I just know that from the Monty Python song. Okay? So here's the deal. How many people here know how many days or what time it takes the Earth to go around the sun? 365 and some change days, correct? Yes, there we go. So we know the period of a lot of things, right? How about this red hand here? How many people know the actual speed in centimeters per second that red tip of that's going? We don't know that. How many people know the period of that red hand? The time it takes to go around once is what? 60 seconds, and this hand is moving really slow, but its period is 60 minutes, and then the little one has a period of 12 hours, unless it's a 24-hour clock, and then it's at 24 hours, right? Yes? Okay, so period is the time for something to go around once. Sometimes you know that, but you don't know the velocity. Right? You always need to know the radius because that matters. Sometimes you know the period. Let me show you how to get a formula, how to do the centripetal acceleration with period. Right? I'm going to use the same thing. I'm going to start out with A is v squared over r. Okay? And now here is what I know is true. Okay? The velocity, the tangential velocity, is equal to the circumference divided by the period. Does this make sense? The tangential velocity, if you're going in a constant speed in a circle, is how far you've gone divided by how long it takes you to go that distance. So in one period, you've gone one circumference, correct? And the circumference is 2 pi r. Do you remember this? Yeah. That's something, right? So put that down. That's in your toolbox, right? Velocity is 2 pi r over t. This is going to be useful, okay? Right now, I'm just going to plug that into this perfectly good equation and make a terrible mess, okay? So I'm going to go 2 pi r over t squared divided by r. That's not going to be pretty, is it? No, not so much, right? So then we get, let's put this guy in a box, right? Then we get 4 pi squared r squared divided by t squared divided by r. And then what? Yeah, one of the r's cancels, right? Leaving behind another r. And our final formula is that it's 4 pi squared r over t squared. Now this looks like it's got the right units, right? It's going to be meters per second squared because period is in seconds. Okay? So it's going to work. This is our new formula. 4 pi squared r over t squared. It is basically, if you're a spaz, you're going to forget it, right? Because we're so used to not squaring pi but squaring r that we mix it up, right? So just, always look it up, or, be really smart like me, right? Just kidding. Okay. Da-da-da. Substitution. There we go. Try that one. There you go. A merry-go-round completes a revolution every 7.15 seconds. What is your centripetal acceleration if you are 3.52 meters from the center of rotation? So t is 7.15. Right? And r is 3.52. So just see if you can plug that in. Can you go 4 times pi squared, don't forget to square pi, times 3.52, and then divide by 7.15 and do square that one? Can you do it? We'll find out, won't we? Yeah, you got it. Mm-hmm.